Chef Kylie here for Board Game Geek. I'm sitting down with Vae Victis from Two Tomato Games, and you brought us a prototype.
Yes.
Called
Vae Victis.
Vae Victis,
Yes.
Which we don't have a box to show quite yet.
I'm sorry.
Coming soon. But take us through, what are we trying to do in Vae Victis?
Okay, so Vae Victis is a game about the decline and treachery. So each player is a Roman patrician, so like a Roman noble, but there's lots of problems because Rome is completely in decline. So there's enemies that are outside, so there's different barbarians, the Hispanic, the Gallians, the Britannians, that want to reach Rome and ransack Rome and destroy it. But there's also enemies within Rome. So we have troubles managing our wealth, we have troubles managing our public health, and there's also pillage and like insecurity in the empire. So what the game is a semi-competitive game. I know that's maybe something that we don't hear that much. The game is competitive, but given certain conditions, all players can lose.
Ah,
okay?
Interesting.
So that's why I'm saying we can lose, all players can lose if either of the tribes, the barbarians, get to Rome. Everybody loses because
we might be dead.
Yeah, exactly. And then if Rome runs out of coins, of wealth, so everybody loses. If we don't keep the public health, there's epidemics and stuff, everybody loses. And if there's too much pillage, everybody loses. Okay? So players will have to manage their own interests, but also balance in the interest of the empire. So at the beginning of the game, each player will get, well, everything that you see here is prototype, obviously not final art, but each player gets a set of two goal cards. There's one of the cards depicts two wars that you must win to get this half of your goal.
So I'd like to beat back Britannia and Germania.
Exactly. And also an objective of the Curia, that's the Senate, because the game has almost no text, but all the text is in Latin. So we will get to learn a little bit of Latin. So in this example, for example, your goal would be that in the Senate, in the Curia, there's equality between left and center. And there's at least one senator of each, okay? So you win if at the end of your turn you have fulfilled both of your goal cards. Then you can lose if Rome loses.
Right.
You will also have coins. I have here coins from another game, but we'll have metal coins, like all Roman style and everything. If you run out of coins, you're out of the game.
Whoa!
The other players will continue playing, and that's also a strategy to win because, hey, if everybody else loses their coins, you win, so no problem. And that's it. Yeah, that's how you win the game, or you can lose the game. And the gameplay is very simple. It's 3 phases. Players take turns to play, and on each turn there's 3 phases. First, you are going to roll the custom die. We call them the fate die because all the results are bad. Okay, so there's no good result. So I will make a simple example.
All right.
So I would roll the 3 die, then I can eliminate one of the results. Since they're all bad, we give you a little bit of help. So let's say that, for example, in this case, you might want to eliminate this die because it has Germania, which is one of your objectives. So you say, okay, this is out. Then you can eliminate more die by paying one coin per die that you want to eliminate. You started with 8 coins, and I forgot to say that. So let's say that now we apply this. No, this starts the tracks. It's a track management game because you have all these tracks here and also action selection here. So in here, for example, you chose Britannia, so the Britannian guys get closer to Rome.
Yep.
Okay. And then you see the little rat here.
I'm
this is the
that's
sanitas. So that's the health. So this goes down, which is bad also. So that would be your fate. Your fate phase is done. and then you proceed to the support phase. In the support phase, you're going to do things to help the empire. You can either go, you will
Have some battles.
yeah, you have 3 different action spots, and you can do 1 action or 2 actions. And you can distribute them as you want here, okay? Of course, if you do, because there's quite an element of push or luck in the game too, if you do the same action twice, you're going to be risking, okay? So in the Limites, that's the frontiers of the empire. If you go here, you support the Rome's war effort. So let's say that I go here, I can either advance 3 wards, 1 space, or 1 war, 2 spaces. Let's say that you want to, well, Britannia is not good for you, so maybe you advance Britannia twice. If you went here another time, the second action would be here, you can just repeat the action, okay? But in this case, you're going to employ mercenaries, and they might want to get paid. Who knows, okay? So now let's say that...
I like that that's questionable. They might want to get
they
paid.
might,
maybe.
we'll see. So let's say that now you do the other thing. You advance Germania, because it's in your gold card, and you advance Britannia, but you still have to advance another one. So let's say that you help in Hispania, okay? So now you get to roll the dice. Do you want to roll?
Sure.
So since you've advanced Hispania, Britannia, and Germania, those are the bad results. You don't want to roll that.
I do not, because I have to roll this because
Yeah.
I've taken the risk of doing 2 on that.
Okay,
that's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but you still, there's some mercenaries that help you in the Germania war.
So I'd have to pay them.
You will have to pay them. So for this result, you're going to, you know, they make a little bit of fuss, so there's a bit of pillage in Rome. But yet, you don't have to pay them yet, okay? So it's okay. Then I will explain the others too. So in the aerarium, when you go, there will be some, in the treasure chamber of Rome, there will be some coins. When you go to, well, not that much, not that many, because the game is quite tight. Let's say that there's this. You can play different levels of difficulty. And that's, if you want an easy game, here there
Lots
can
of
be
money.
a tops of 3 coins per player. If you wanted a hard game, only 1 coin per player. So when you go here,
get some money.
you get half of the coins that are in the treasury, but since you're, let's say, taking resources from Rome, the wealth goes down, okay? If you're a bit greedy, and you go again as your second action, you would take everything,
But,
okay? But you have to roll the die.
And now
okay?
I'm guessing I do not want money or wrath.
Exactly.
And
Look,
I did
there's
get more money.
So this goes down. And now it's interesting because as soon as it reaches this space, you have to lower another track. Okay? So now
Bad
you would
things
choose.
fuel more bad things.
Exactly. That would, for example, you move this one. Now you have to move down another track. So let's say that you move this one. The center track, since it's the health, the public health, affects everybody. With this, we have an epidemic, and everybody loses 2 coins. That would be, each track has different effects. This one affects everybody. The ones on the left and on the right, they just affect the current player.
Let's very quickly go through these last ones,
sure.
okay?
And this, let's help you. You go and
Move
help the
things back
emperor.
up.
You can move those tracks up, and then on the third phase, which is the that's influence phase. Same. You can do 1 or 2 actions. In here, in the Thermae, it's the baths. That's where all the intriguing takes place. You would take an intrigue card from this deck. If you do it once, you just pay 1 coin to the treasury. If you do it twice, you can get it 2, but you pay a total of 3.
Money's going to end up back in the treasury.
In the forum, you know, people hang out. In the forum, we have several characters here that each has a unique ability. You get the card, then you can use it respecting the conditions of the card. And then here in the Curia, it's your other gold card.
Right, I wanted a balance between left and center.
Each time that you do an action, you pay, and then you either put or remove 1 senator.
So that's how I can help fight for that balance.
And that's it. You play, and you have either you want to fulfill your conditions, maybe you want to kill everybody else. That's up to you.
Now, do you feel, I know obviously this is still a prototype,
Yeah.
but do you think the art style of this is going to stay pretty close
Yes.
to what we're seeing now?
Yeah, here, this one is definitely not final. These are more or less final. We are lucky to work with Gaetano Leonardi.
Yeah.
He's Italian. He's known, I think, in the US for The Captain is Dead.
Right, yeah.
So he has
yeah,
a very striking,
right, very angular
polygonal
style. Yeah.
style. So we love his work. We're very happy to work with him in this project.
Well, Jorge, I'm really excited to see a sneak peek of Vae Victis, and
Yep.
if you guys want to check that out, they'll be coming out.
We will soon go to Kickstarter, probably in March.
Okay, so stay tuned from Two Tomatoes, and that is Vae Victis. Thank you.